Hi, I'm Lara. Welcome to another video. Today's tutorial is on how to hold your ukulele. So if you are new to the instrument, there are some important tips that will really help you to form good habits while you play. So to start off with, you want your ukulele pointing up towards your left shoulder. If you hold it sideways, it's going to make it a little bit harder to get your left hand around the chords. So if you hold it a little bit higher at an angle, it makes it easier for your left hand and your left wrist to move around. For our right arm, we're going to cradle the ukulele just inside our right elbow. And we want to hold it close enough that we can kind of hold it in place, but we're not squeezing it to death, right? Just a gentle tug there, and that will help to hold the instrument to you while you're moving your left hand around. Now you may have noticed that I have a strap on my ukulele, and I highly recommend this. Most people tend to think that because ukuleles are so light, you don't need a strap and that it's fine to just hold it as it is. But it turns out that if you are moving your right hand around and moving your left hand around, sometimes it makes it hard to not drop the instrument, right? Because we have to hold it in place with one or the other. So it makes it so much easier to move both hands at the same time when they can be hands-free. So I highly recommend a strap. There are many different types of ukulele straps. This is just one version. So this one connects just below the tuning pegs, goes over the shoulder, and then it connects to a button on the bottom of the ukulele. So if your ukulele does not have a button and you want to have one installed, you can go to your local music shop and they can install it for you. Mine costs $5 to install. So usually they're very inexpensive and it makes it easy to connect your strap. There are also straps that connect to the sound hole. It's your personal preference. I like this one a little bit better, but there are lots of different versions of ukulele straps. If you're a new ukulele player, chances are you're probably playing while you're sitting down, and that is totally fine. But there are some things to keep in mind when you're playing while you're sitting. So one is that you want to have good posture. You want to be sitting upright. And as I mentioned earlier, you want to have the ukulele pointing somewhat in a diagonal direction up towards your left shoulder. What I tend to see with beginners is that when they play while they're sitting down, they tend to lean more and more until they're really hunched over their instrument, their shoulders are tight, and then their back is hurting. So you really want to open up your chest, be as upright as possible when you're playing, whether you're standing or you're sitting. Another tip is that you want the ukulele to face outward from your body. What I tend to see with beginners is that they face the instrument up towards them so they can see where their fingers are being placed. And what that does is put a lot of strain on the wrist and on their neck as well. So as much as possible, face the instrument out away from you. One thing that you'll find comes in handy is the dots that are on the frets for 5, 7, 10, and 12. These are the same dots that you see on the front of the frets, but they're also above. So that helps you to see your finger positioning without actually having to look at the instrument. And I tend to see this more when people are playing when they're sitting down. They put the ukulele on their lap, they face it up towards them. It makes it really difficult. So get that instrument upright, away from your body, keep your left hand stretched out a bit, and that will give you better posture. So that is our short lesson today on how to hold your ukulele. I highly recommend investing in a ukulele strap. Remember to keep your right arm tucked around the instrument gently but securely. Keep your left arm away from your body enough so that you can face the instrument away from you. That allows you to keep your shoulders down, your back upright, and maintain good posture. If you have any questions on how to hold your instrument, or if you have any requests for future tutorials or lessons, please leave them in the comments below. I very much appreciate your support for this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for subscribing, and go have fun with your ukulele.